not like anything else, not like flying in a plane or a helicopter. It's actually very free and calming. My dad started it 20 years ago. Just never planned to do it. He took early retirement and started it as a hobby. And then my brother ended up getting into it too, and they just gave rides around the neighborhood to different people. And we had a Honda motorcycle shop first, and we had this kind of as a side business, and it ended up that this went on and grew, and we no longer carry motorcycles. First, what we're going to do is we're going to take fans, just cold air, and inflate the balloons. And you get them about 3/4 of the way full, laying on their sides. And then what we'll do is shoot hot air into the sides. And then that's what makes it stand up, and that's where you get the rise from. It's from the hot air that comes from the burners. This one is the largest one in the U.S. It can take 16 to 20 people. You're FAA certified like a plane pilot is, and you go through training with an instructor, and then you take a test with an examiner like a plane pilot would, but it's done in the balloon. And the top inside will be about 220 degrees when we take off. And it's a temperature differential from in there to the outside temperature that creates the lift. We go anywhere from just over the treetops to about 1,000 to 2,000 feet generally. Depending on what kind of wind we have up above, it's pilot discretion. So, kind of do a little low flying, a little higher flying, a little bit of everything.
By the way,
oh my God.
My name is Dick. Anybody has any questions, I'll definitely try to answer them for you.
The river is just down the hill from us. So we take off, and then whatever way the wind takes us, probably more often than not, we cross the river and go into Wisconsin. Though once in a while, we'll stay on the Minnesota side.
My dad and I started together about 20 years ago with a little balloon, just playing around.
We like about 10-mile-an-hour winds. That's the main thing, and no rain. No rain at all, not a chance of a thunderstorm, anything like that.
I think the clouds just broke in this area for everybody. Everywhere else it's darker.
Last week we flew, I think, 5 out of 7 days, but now we've been off for 3. So with Minnesota weather, it can be anything. We can have long strings of days. Usually July, August, September are really good months to fly.
Some nice little places up here. Good way to real estate shop.
We travel anywhere between 5 and 15 miles. Sometimes we'll just go a few miles across the river, and other days, like last week, we went all the way into Woodbury.
River Falls is straight out here.
It's amazingly safe. One thing about our balloons, all of them have either 2 or 3 burners, and they're connected to different sets of tanks. If you ever, and it's never happened, but if you had a failure in either burner, you've always got backups. Each balloon, separate balloon, has their own chase vehicle. They'll start out and head towards the direction that we're going. And we've got a radio, they've got one in each van. We'll count down and say, I'm looking at, a certain section of land. If it's private land, they have to go in and get permission first from the landowner. If they say it's okay, we'll try to get in there. You actually can't steer them, so it's up to the wind. Sometimes you shoot for something and you get kicked off a different way. It's very interesting being a pilot. It's never the same thing twice. It's always different. Just like it's not like any other aviation thing that you could do. It's very different.